Hi there, welcome back to Simon Outdoors. Now the reason for this camera angle, I'll come a bit forward, is that my tripod has just broken. Well, it's been a bit of a mess around this morning, should I say. I did intend to find an ash woodland that's been made known to me by the rangers at the Forestry Commission, and I was hoping to go and be collecting some cramp balls, but I went off in the direction I was told it was. I brought up Google Maps, couldn't find it. So unfortunately I've come to another bit of woodland where there's a lay-by, so I can leave my car because it's got some of my camping gear in. I don't want to leave it where it's tucked away in case it gets broken into, so it's right outside in front of a cafe at the minute. So I had come out today to collect cramp ball fungus, have a bit of a chit chat, and have a drink. So make a nice cup of tea. So I'll bring you down here. Right, back again. I can tell from this location that people have been coming to this just off a little footpath, because there's telltale signs. There's litter for one, this log, sort of the way it's positioned. Another one, this wood here, is all burnt on the end. Somebody's had a fire here and camped here. Guessing they camped here. The sandbank that the camera stood on looks like people have jabbed sticks of some sort into it. So anyway, the rucksack, what I've brought out with me today, it is a Van Gogh Formula Sunny 18. This rucksack is probably a lot older than most of my viewers. I remember carrying this when I was maybe 10 or younger, so it's easily 25 years old, something like that, and it's still going strong. So what have I got in here? I have got just some cordage in the front, simple cordage that you can find everywhere, shoelaces, which I have used to fasten up bundles of sticks together when I'm foraging for hazel. Of course, earlier I had my camera stand in here as well. I brought a tarp with me because I didn't know what the weather's going to be like today. I didn't know how dry it was going to be. So I'm just going to shuffle back so you can see the tarp better on camera. There we go. Right, before I take this out, well, I've took it out now, it's a char cloth tin. I brought this out with me today, not to make char cloth, but to tell you how to make, how to make char cloth. So, doesn't have to be a small tin, it can be a large tin like a biscuit tin, something like that. What you need to do is poke a very tiny little hole in the top, something the size of a pencil lead. You cut up 100% cotton. Now this can be a t-shirt, it can be jeans, it could be a towel. You place it loosely, don't compact it in, you want the air to move around. Put the lid on. You place it into the fire. Obviously, I know this is a tarpaulin. But you place it into the fire. To start off, we'll notice thick white smoke coming out. Then that'll change to thin white smoke. Sometimes you'll get a little flame called a candle. Wait till this goes out and all the smoke has gone. Remove the tin from the fire and place somewhere away that's cold. At this point, immediately this point, you'll need to cut a small stick to poke and fill the hole in the top of the tin. What this does is starve oxygen in the tin. If oxygen was allowed to get in, same way as making charcoal, then everything will burn, you'll take your lid off and all you'll have is ash. You won't have anything. So plug the hole to starve the oxygen, let it cool down so it's cold to touch, take it off and you will have char cloth. So, also in my bag, a pair of working gloves. This is just so I can hold the kettle when it's hot. very important toilet roll. And the reason why I'm laughing is because my arm is absolutely killing me with nettle stings, because while I was driving around I had to quickly find a spot and say no more. I've got my mug, plastic mug. I would like to get a metal one eventually with a lid so I can boil water in there. A few tea bags. Coffee mate, it's out of date, but you know, it still works, tastes fine. Water, you could also boil it in there. USB cable for the phone, and a pound shop battery bank as my larger one was on charge. I've got a kettle from a Trangia, folding wood burning stove which I've given to my son, but I said can I borrow it just in case I needed it. Gas burner, this is one with the cable that comes out. Bottle of gas. Now I have got an adapter in there that I bought, so I bought this as a backup, but I wanted to bring it out today and try it so I can see that the adapter works. If it didn't, I'd be foraging around for sticks and using the folding wood stove. Homemade fire lighting tablets. These are cotton wool pads, 3/4 soaked with wax. So you fluff the top up, drop a spark in there, burn for about 6 to 8 minutes. A spork. You can get these from Asda. They are 2 for £1 at the minute. And I have brought my Eldris because I was coming out to collect cramp ball fungus, and sometimes when levering the fungus off the trees with my pocket knife, the blade can fold in. As with this nice little Eldris, it's not going to fold in. Thanks again to my friends at Bushcraft Tools. I'm really looking forward to doing a little bit of carving work with this knife and using it a lot. On the other end of the lanyard is a ferro rod as well. I've also got one in the pocket. So that's what I brought out with me today. So I'll get this put back in the bag and I'll get a cup of tea on the go. Thanks for joining me, Simon Outdoors. I'm just going to kick back now, relax, have a cup of tea, listen to the birds and unfortunately the traffic from the road. So thank you very much, take care.